Okay, so Adidas have just officially announced that they're going to be releasing Yeezys again. But the question is, how will they release? What are they releasing, and will they be making more? Well, there's some very interesting details hidden in their press release that we need to go over in order to answer some of these questions. Okay, so this is the post that Adidas made, kind of just showing off that they are going to be releasing Yeezys again. This is on the Adidas website, but this is also on the Adidas Confirmed app. So right now, if you open the Adidas Confirmed app, you get met with this page. You click on it, and it has the exact same picture. Now, when I first saw this image of all of these different Yeezys, I kind of thought to myself, well, is that it? Is this all the pairs that they're going to be dropping? Well, the answer is actually in their press release. But in terms of these Yeezys that Adidas has showed us, we know that they say it's going to be available from June the 1st on the Confirmed app. A lot of people actually deleted the Confirmed app after the whole collaboration ended. You might need to re-download that app. Right now, I'm currently on the UK website. These, I believe, are the Yeezys that are going to be dropping in the UK and just generally the EU. So over here on the right, this is the US one, and then over here on the left, this is the UK one. And the only real difference that I can tell is just this pair of foam runners right here. The darker color, I believe that one might be called Flax or something, but essentially that's the only one that I believe the US is going to get over the EU and the UK, at least according to the images that Adidas have put out. But it's definitely worth kind of checking what's releasing in your region, and you can do that by either just going on your Adidas Confirmed app, or if you don't have that app in your region, then just go to adidas.com/Yeezy and it will show you in the same page. I've actually got two pairs of unreleased Yeezys. One of them is not on this list, so now I'm wondering, like, is that one even going to drop? The first one is a pair that I showed you guys the other day, and of course that is probably one of the most anticipated. That is the Pirate Black 350. So yes, these are going to be dropping. You can see that they're probably going to be releasing on June the 1st. I think this is such a cool pair that so many people wanted to get their hands on as soon as they found out that these things were going to be restocking. So yes, a release of these is right around the corner, at least according to Adidas. Now, we should probably go through the press release because that's where we have most of the information on how they're going to release these Yeezys. So here's the main takeaways from this entire press release. Today, Adidas announced that it will begin selling some remaining inventory of Adidas Yeezy products with an initial release end of May 2023. Things that I thought were really interesting is that they said selling some of the remaining inventory, and the fact that they say the initial release is in May. However, on the website, it says June the 1st. So this is where I think different regions are going to have different release dates. I think some regions are going to drop these Yeezys on May the 31st, while others, like here in the UK and out in the US, it's going to be June the 1st. They also say that a range of existing designs will be available exclusively through the adidas.com/Yeezy and the Adidas Confirmed app. So no other retailers are going to be holding raffles or anything like that. They also say that a significant amount will be donated to selected organizations working to combat discrimination and hate, including racism and anti-Semitism. Another key point is they outline what they're going to be selling, and they say the products will be existing designs and designs initiated in 2022 for sale in 2023. This is where it gets really interesting because there's a lot of designs that we've seen that Adidas have actually produced after the fact of the collaboration ending, and those are more of the fringe products that are not showing up on Adidas's website. So that's like the next version of the foam runner, those combat boots, the Yeezy 950s, all of those ones. It shows that the sneakers that are not just on Adidas's website, they're also potentially gonna release, because the ones that we've seen were all kind of supposed to drop in 2022. Also add that additional releases of existing inventory are currently under consideration, but timing is yet to be confirmed. So basically, this is the first round that Adidas is kind of going to test out with all of the shoes that you can see on their website. They're gonna drop those, they're gonna see how it goes, and then probably, I would imagine, they end up releasing all of them. This is where the rest of this press release kind of goes into the history. Yeah, we terminated it in October, and we've kind of been exploring different ways of what to do with all of these shoes, and to make sure that they make it very clear to people that they don't condone Kanye West's actions when he said all of those things. So for right now, these are the Yeezys that are going to be dropping from June the 1st. Now, there is 14 or 15 pairs, depending if you're in the UK, the US, so how are they going to release them? All at once? Are they just going to all load up and people can just buy what they want? That would be pretty crazy, in my opinion, because most people are only going to want to buy one or two pairs, unless they're resellers and try to buy as many pairs as possible. So I imagine it makes sense that they would stagger this release. They drop maybe a couple pairs each week. Seeing this list, there's only a few pairs that personally I'm really interested in. Like, for the most part, these are all models that we are very familiar with. We've got more 350 V2s, we've got more 350 compacts, 500s, 380s, 450s, slides, foam runners. I'm personally more interested in the ones that we haven't seen. For example, this tactical 500 Yeezy boot that should be dropping because we know that this was recently produced. I think these were produced June 2022. In fact, this design has been something that Yeezy has been sampling for a very long time. If you take a look at this, this is the original Yeezy 500 boot. Here's another one of Kanye West wearing the boots when he attended a protest. Was that 2019 or 2020? Some other pairs that are probably going to release. This is a picture from Master Chef Ian, and he took some early photos. This is what they're calling the white slides, although they look pretty much identical to the bone pairs. There's some more slides which just kind of look like the pure ones. We've also got that Sail White and Gum 500 that we've seen bumping around the internet. This is a pair that should be dropping this year as well. Again, we've seen the production date on this and it was 2022. Of course, we got the 950 boots. I believe these were produced in 2022, intended to drop in 2023, so we should be seeing a restock of these things. I mean, there's a huge list of other Yeezys that were supposed to release or that we kind of had an idea were going to release. Like, this list goes on forever and we've only seen 15 pairs, but some ones that I would really like Adidas to release, my personal favorites, this one right here, the Yeezy 700 V3 Foam or the 700 V4. I think this one is definitely new and I think it could be very interesting. I don't know if I like them or not. They are crazy, but I do want to try them out and I do want to see how comfortable they are. I also want to see the Foam Runner V2, even though this colorway and this shape in general looks pretty crazy and out there. I would love to try it out. Mixture slides could be a vibe as well. I think some of them look pretty cool. They were produced in April 2022, so that gives us a huge indication that Adidas has already produced them. They've got a bunch of pairs sat in their warehouse and they'll probably drop. Now, another unreleased pair that I got kind of right as the whole thing went down. This was a pair that was supposed to be kind of the first Yeezy 350 that was going to bring Yeezys back. This one right here. It's funny because this pair is not actually shown on the Adidas website right now, but this is the Yeezy 350 Granite colorway. In my opinion, a very nice colorway, but very, very similar to a lot of the other ones that we've seen. And just to show you guys that this is actually a different colorway, because again, they're all so similar, these are the two ones that dropped before the collaboration ended. So this is the Slate colorway, and then this is the Salt or Jade Ash colorway. So these are the two ones that you guys know about, and then this is the one that hasn't released yet, again, called the Granite. So you can see the color variation. This was a pack that they were going to drop and they never ended up doing. This one was caught on the wrong end of the collaboration in general. I do think demand is high. I think people, despite everything, they just want Yeezys again because it was refreshing and it did add a lot to the sneaker game. Feel free to hit the subscribe button and stay in the loop with all of the latest information. Guys, I'm gonna leave you with this final question. Which one of these pairs of sneakers are you going to be after come June the 1st? Drop it down in the comment section. If you want to see me check out those Pirate Blacks, that video's right over there.